So the question of the day is the Cincinnati Bengals 2023 season over? No. No, it's not. So let's go ahead and talk about it today. Let's kind of predict some things and break down what's going to happen moving forward, okay? Because obviously that game versus Tennessee Titans was disgusting. It really was disgusting, and there's no easy way to look at it and think of anything else, but it was a disgusting loss, right? But we have to move forward. We got to keep going. And there's a lot of answers that we need answered before, even this next game versus the Cardinals. Now, I do believe we can beat the Cardinals. I think that game, obviously, not going to be an easy game because, clearly we have some problems from last week. But I think we can get kind of back on pace beating the Arizona Cardinals here. We'll go 2-3. Then we play Seattle at home, and I think we can go into our bye week at 3-3. Now, after our bye week is where things get really annoying, / awful, / bad, / terrible, okay? I'm going to look at best case scenario for all this, okay? So best case scenario, we lose to the 49ers. That's not best case, but we lose to the 49ers. I think after the Titans game, it's pretty obvious. It's pretty obvious we're not going to be able to get through their defense, okay? Bills game, this is going to be a tough one. The reason why I say this is because we do play the Bills very nicely and very well, but again, we don't look like we were supposed to look right now. Now, after a couple more games in a bye week, maybe we look good, but best case scenario, I think we beat the Bills. This game's going to be hard. The Texans look really good right now. They destroyed the Pittsburgh Steelers. They obviously, did not play too good against the Ravens, but they destroyed the Steelers. They destroyed the Jaguars. I think we get this W, but I'm going to tell you right now, I think we barely get this W right here. I mean, I'm talking about absolutely barely get that W. Then we travel to Baltimore to play the Ravens. I don't think we beat the Ravens in Baltimore. I don't think we do. Pittsburgh, I think we win against Pittsburgh. I think we can get that. We're coming off a mini bye, which is nice. We're playing in Cincinnati. I think we get the W. I think we can beat the Jacksonville Jaguars. Jaguars right now, I don't know what happened to them, but they don't look that fantastic. They really don't. I think we can beat the Colts. I think we can beat the Vikings. Again, two teams will be tougher, but the Colts and Vikings right now don't really look that great, and I don't think they're going to turn it around anytime soon. Vikings barely got past, the Panthers. And I know I can't really talk any trash about that because, listen, we got blown out by the Titans, okay? I don't have any right to talk trash about a team barely winning a game because at least they won the game, right? But it is what it is. Rams beat the Colts. So I think we'll get those W's. This second game with Pittsburgh is going to be difficult. It really will be. I think we get the W just because Pittsburgh looks more dysfunctional than we do. And that's saying a lot. That is really saying a lot right now. But at this point, I think Matt Canada might be fired or they might be doing anything they can right now with Pittsburgh. So I think we barely squeaked through the victory here, but I'm not expecting this game to be a, really good game for us at all. And then we play Kansas City Chiefs, and then we play the Browns. I think we can win the last week of the season, and I know it's the Browns. They're a great team. They play us great. They own us. I get that. But it's the last week of the season, and I think we can get this W. They have no Nick Chubb. We don't know where Deshaun Watson will be at that point, right? He missed last week, but he'll probably be back for this game, knowing, how this ends up going. But a best case scenario, okay? Best case scenario here. The team right now is not beating the Kansas City Chiefs. The team right now we have is not going to beat the Kansas City Chiefs. But if by week 17 we get it going and we start getting back to our old self, then yeah. So this is right here a 12-5 record, and this is if we lose the game against KC. We beat Buffalo, but we lose the 49ers game, we lose the Ravens game, and we lose one of our two Pittsburgh Steelers games. So you might say, okay, well, what if we lose the Browns game? Because obviously, the Browns own us. We can't beat the Browns. Okay. And what if we lose the Bills game? Because the Bills are a tough team. We still are 10-7, and we are still a playoff team. Okay, so this is why when everyone's saying our season's over, it's over, it's over, it's over, you are correct. If we lose to the Texans, to the Steelers twice. I mean, even the Steelers twice, we lose to them twice. We're still 9-8. We're still a playoff team, like probably a fringe 7-seed playoff team. You might say the season is over for winning the AFC North. I don't 100% agree with that because the AFC North right now is still kind of in the, back and forth. But I think we still have a chance here to at least go 10-7 or better. And the season's not over, guys. It's a long, long season. And this includes us losing to Cleveland, to KC, losing to Buffalo, if we lose all of our difficult games moving forward the rest of this, and we just win the games that we should win. I know we should have beat Tennessee, guys, but we should win. We can beat 10-7 and make the playoffs, okay? And once you get in the playoffs, you just got to get in and win, okay? That's all you got to do. Now, for the rest of our conference, or rest of our division, Pittsburgh plays the Ravens this upcoming week. I think the Ravens beat Pittsburgh. I really do. And I'm now at a point where I think the Ravens might win the division. I hate the Ravens, but I think it might be a potential that they do go ahead and get that done. Then the Steelers play the Rams. I think the Rams beat the Steelers. The Rams look really good right now. They beat the Colts, played a tough game versus the 49ers, played a tough game versus us. I think they can beat Pittsburgh in LA. Then they play Jacksonville. I think Jacksonville could get that win. Tennessee. I mean, listen, Pittsburgh. You might think that game's gonna be completely different, but I think they could beat them. I think the Packers look good right now. I think the Packers could win. Cleveland beats them in Cleveland. Arizona. I think Pittsburgh wins that game. I think Pittsburgh beats the Patriots. Colts game. This is going to be a tough game. Colts always play the Steelers tough. Give me the Colts here. Seahawks. I think they could win. I think the Ravens could win. So, and I see the Ravens have the division at this point. They actually might give it to Pittsburgh there. But Pittsburgh's 6-11. And if you remember me before this season started, I said Pittsburgh, I thought they were going to make the playoffs 1,000%. I thought they were going to be like 9-8, 10-7, and they had a good team. But no, their offense is absolutely garbage. And I'm saying that coming from a Bengals fan, coming from a fan who watched his team put it 3 touchdowns in 4 weeks, okay? We are garbage too, Pittsburgh. Don't worry. Don't think you're alone, Pittsburgh. You're not. We're garbage too. We're absolutely garbage too. You have Matt Canada, we have Zach Taylor calling offensive plays. So I am not saying this in a way that's saying like we're better than you. We're not. We are not better than you, Pittsburgh. But I'm just saying, from one trash offense to another, please shake the hand, Pittsburgh, because you need to shake that hand. You're trash too. But we're trash, so it's okay. Browns, okay, so I think they're going to lose to the 49ers after the bye. I think the Colts game, I think this is going to be a tougher game. I think the Browns come away with the victory, though, because Sean Watson is playing how good Sean Watson is. I think they can come away with the victory. I think Seattle gets the best of them in Seattle, though. I think they can beat the Arizona Cardinals. I think the Ravens will beat them once, at least once in this season. I think that Denver, they can beat Denver Broncos. I think they lose the LA Rams. Again, like I said, maybe I'm too high on the Rams. I think the Rams are a good team. I think Jacksonville could beat them. I think they beat the Bears. I think the Texans, I'm going to have the Texans beat them. They destroyed the Steelers, and I think that they can continue that run there. Now they play the Jets in Week 17. I think they get the W there. And I have the Browns 9-8. And depending on how we kind of are fitting in there with our last Week 18 game, if we win Week 18, then it's possible that we actually do go ahead and, take 11-6 record, right? And then the Ravens here, they look good. They definitely look good. But this week they play the Titans. They play the Titans in London. And I think the Titans can beat them mainly because it's in London. If it was in Baltimore, if it was in Tennessee, Ravens beat them, whatever. The Ratsburst does the job. I think they lose in London, okay? Then they play the Lions. Give me the Lions. I know I never thought I'd say that in my life. That's kind of weird. Let me pinch myself. Am I dreaming? I'm not dreaming. Okay, good. Then they play the Cardinals. It's funny. I think the Cardinals beat them a couple years back. But anyway, Ravens win that game. Seahawks, okay, give me the Ravens. Ravens beat the Browns. Wait. Did I do the thing correctly? Oh, I had us beating the Ravens. Oh. Yeah, give me the Ravens to win that game. Sorry, my bad. Completely messed that up. All right, so, and then I'm actually going to have back to our game. I'm going to have us... That's tougher. Because then that's all the games we should have won. Let's say we win week 18 in the jungle, okay? Now 10-7. Back to 10-7. Browns are now 8-9. That last week of the season might actually be for the playoffs then in the end. But anyway, so Ravens 8-4 right now. I think the Chargers... give me the Chargers. Ravens, Rams, I think Ravens win. I think the Ravens beat the Jaguars. I think 49ers beat the Ravens. Dolphins beat the Ravens. And I think the Ravens finished 10-7 too. So, again, like I said, I think it's going to be a very tough division. Very tough in the end here. But this could be how it ends. And again, like I said, I'm not saying that we're going to automatically turn this around next weekend. We're going to be the best team possible. But guys, you have to remember that we have a very favorable schedule, okay? We have a schedule that can keep us in this division. Can keep us in a playoff hunt, right? And this is 7 seed, by the way, for the context of I didn't put any other predictions for the other teams in. But if I did, then obviously they would go in there. But yeah, I mean, if we could win one of these games versus Buffalo or the Ravens, or we could win a game against Pittsburgh, not Pittsburgh. Actually, I have a season sweeping Pittsburgh here. But if we can win this game against, the Kansas City Chiefs, or win this game against, okay, this is kind of messing me up because, okay, so Ravens, if it's a color, then okay, no. So if we can win this game against the Kansas City Chiefs, we can win. What else do I have us losing this game? Buffalo Bills or the Ravens. One of these games, or the 49ers, one of these games, we can obviously better our chance to make the playoffs, right? But it's going to be tough. It's going to be a very, very tough, rest of the year. And I'm not saying this by any slash of the imagination that this is going to be, easy. It's not. But if we're a playoff team, if we're a Super Bowl team, if we are what we thought we were coming into this year, and I know right now everyone's going to say, we're not right now what we are coming into this year. We're not anything like that. Listen, unless everyone wants to get fired on this coaching staff, we better turn this around. There's still time. It's ugly. We're 1-3, but we have to turn this around now. There's no if and buts about that. This is the wake-up call. We got our ass whooped. Okay? I don't cuss on this channel usually, but at the end of the day, sometimes you gotta say what it is. We got our ass whooped. We got bent over backwards and made a fool of. It's okay that it happened in the context that now needs to be the time we fix it. Now needs to be the time we've realized the problems and we correct them. Not saying it's going to be easy. I promise you it won't be. But we have Arizona and Seattle and then a bye week. It's not over yet, but this needs to get fixed now. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one.